You scroll through your feed and you feel that familiar pang. Your old classmate is on another vacation. A colleague you find deeply unimpressive gets a promotion. An influencer you don't even respect hits a new milestone. And despite your logical mind knowing better, the comparison creeps in, followed by a wave of insecurity, frustration, or envy. Why? Why do we constantly measure our self-worth against people whose values and character we secretly don't admire? This isn't a random character flaw. It's a sophisticated psychological trap. And understanding its mechanics is the first step to freeing yourself from its exhausting grip. The primary engine of this behavior is what we can call the misdirected scoreboard. From childhood, we are trained to look outward for our metrics of success. Our worth was measured by report cards, sports rankings, and social hierarchies. As adults, this doesn't disappear. It just becomes more abstract. Your brain, desperate for a clear signal in a noisy world, latches onto the most visible, quantifiable metrics it can find. Followers, job titles, salary, lifestyle, aesthetics. It doesn't pause to ask if you respect the person holding those metrics. The part of your brain that craves status sees the shiny object and triggers a comparison, completely bypassing the part of your brain that holds your values and judgments. You're not comparing yourself to them. You're comparing yourself to their symbols of success. You're letting a stranger's highlight reel set the rules for your own self-evaluation. If you've ever felt that irrational sting of comparison towards someone you don't even like, I want you to type my scoreboard in the comments. Let's reclaim it together. This is fueled by a deeper, more unsettling issue, your own unclear values. When you lack a crystal clear internal definition of what success and a good life mean to you, you will unconsciously adopt the world's default definition. And the world's default definition is often shallow, materialistic, and built on visibility rather than virtue. Comparing yourself to the unrespectable successful person is a painful symptom of this. It's your psyche's way of screaming, we are navigating by the wrong map. The frustration you feel isn't just about them. It's about your own internal conflict. A part of you is chasing those same hollow metrics, while another part of your integrity is disgusted by the pursuit. The comparison is the battlefield where this internal civil war is fought. Furthermore, this habit is a convenient distraction from your own insecurities. It is far easier to focus on the external injustice of someone else as success than it is to sit with the internal work required for your own growth. Focusing on their unearned promotion is a distraction from the fear that you might not be skilled enough to earn your own. Focusing on the influencer-esque vapid content is a distraction from the scary responsibility of finding your own authentic voice. This comparison is a defense mechanism. It externalizes the enemy. Instead of your enemy being your own self-doubt or procrastination, the enemy becomes that person who doesn't deserve it. This feels empowering in the short term, but it leaves you perpetually in a reactive state, your energy drained by resentment instead of being invested in your own progress. So, how do you break free? The solution is to move from a state of reaction to a state of intentional definition. It starts with defining your personal constitution. This is a short, clear document for your eyes only that outlines your core values and your personal definition of a meaningful life. What does integrity mean to you? What does true wealth look like? What kind of impact do you want to have? When you have this constitution, every time you feel that pull to compare, you can hold up their achievements against your own values. The question shifts from why do they have that and I don't, to does what they have even align with what I truly want? This immediately neutralizes the comparison's power. Next, you must practice conscious admiration. Actively seek out and focus on people you genuinely respect. Follow the quiet masters, the kind leaders, the people whose character you admire. Fill your mental space with their examples. Your mind will naturally compare. It's what it does. So you must curate the comparison pool. Force your brain to compare you to your heroes, not your frenemies. This raises your own standards and inspires positive action rather than triggering toxic resentment. Finally, convert envy into intelligence. When you feel that pang, don't just feel bad. Get curious. Ask yourself, what specific thing am I envying? Is it their freedom, their visibility, their confidence? Then ask the most powerful question, how can I create that for myself in a way that is authentic to my values. Envy is just a blurry signal for a desire you haven't yet owned and acted upon. See it as that and not as a judgment. If this is giving you a new lens to view your comparisons, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We build mental strength and clarity here every week, and I don't want you to miss it. You are not doomed to a life of looking sideways. This habit is a program running in the background of your mind, and you have the authority to shut it down. The moment you decide that your worth, your journey, and your definition of success are non-negotiable, the achievements of others, especially those you don't respect, will lose their power over you. Your energy will return to you, ready to be spent on building a life you are genuinely proud of, measured by a scoreboard that you designed yourself. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one value you want to make the cornerstone of your personal scoreboard? Is it integrity, freedom, creativity, service? Comment the word below. Let's build a community focused on what truly matters.